everybody, welcome to Stamping with Melva. Now, I'm playing with a new mic and a new system with using my iPhone instead of my webcam. And so I'm hoping somebody's going to join and tell me that they can actually hear me before I actually get started and chat away for a while, and that you can't hear me. So hopefully you can hear me. I'm just checking Facebook before I kind of get too far into this. I'm checking to see if, okay, I can. All right, I'm going to mute that. There we go. I can hear it. That's perfect. All right. So I can hear, I can see some comments. That's great. So I'm Melva Peters, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in British Columbia, Canada. And you can find me online at stampingwithmelva.com. And as I said, I've kind of switched over to using my iPhone, which is what I used to use. I was finding that my webcam was kind of blurry, and I'm not sure what was going on. So anyway, here I am today. I wasn't on yesterday because we had an amazing stamp camp with the Creativity Abounds design team. And so we're really excited about our upcoming stamp camp. We've already got it planned for July 22nd and 23rd in North America. And if you're in Australia, it's the 23rd and 24th. We are using the new Hues of Happiness suite. So if you're interested in learning more, I shared some information in a newsletter today, and we'll be posting more information as we get live, get closer, or over the next few days, we'll be definitely sharing more information. But anyway, that was why I wasn't on live yesterday. So here I am today, and I am going to be using the Sending Smiles bundle from the upcoming upcoming annual catalog, get it right. And I'm also using the Perfectly Penciled Designer Series paper. I love this one. It's great for coloring, and it's just great. It's so pretty. Okay, let me switch over to my desktop and we will get started. Okay, hopefully that's a little clearer than it has been, and it won't go blurry because that's what I was finding. So this is the Sending Smiles stamp set, and there are a set of dies that go with it. Some little label dies, some great dies that cut out the flowers, and then these dies that cut out the sending. So the detailed word and then the bigger word that you can make a background on. You can also stamp the sending, and that's what I'm going to use today. So the only die I'm going to use is this little label die up here. It's a great bundle. And these flowers are so pretty. You can make like the cone flower and some daisies. And the sentiments are amazing. They're great. I mean, there's all sorts of choices here, but you can mask off words and only use part of words and combine them too. So it's a really nice bundle. Okay, let me bring in what I'm using. I'm using the Sweet Sorbet. This is one of the new in colors. And I'm using a piece of the Perfectly Penciled Designer Series paper. It's just so pretty. So it's all black and white. One side is patterned and another side is a piece that you can color. Don't know what that flower is called, but it just looks so pretty that I thought I was going to use it today. I have got a piece of basic black cardstock, and I've got it. It's 4 1/4 by 11. I'm going to score it at 5 1/2. And as always, I say fold into the mountain, which is that side. So fold into the side that's got the raised line, and use your bone folder to give your crease a nice, or your card a nice crease. Okay, so then I've cut a piece of, this is so pretty. This is the Sweet Sorbet, one of the new in colors. It's kind of a cross between Poppy Parade and Real Red. It's a little pinkier than maybe a little more orangey than Real Red, and a little more red than Poppy Parade. But it's really pretty. So if you're a Real Red or a Poppy Parade fan like I am, you will love this one. All right, I am just going to take, and this is going to go on this piece of Sweet Sorbet that I've cut 4 inches by 5 1/4. So that will be my first layer. The piece of designer series paper is cut 3 3/4 by 5. And I've got the blends. It is so nice that for each of the in colors in the new catalog, we have blends. So I'm not going to color all of them, but I'm just going to color. I'm using the light. I'm not going to really do much, or if any, blending. But I'm just going to color some of these flowers. You could use the markers. There are markers for all of the end colors, the Stampin' Write markers. I tend to always use my blends. It's kind of a habit I've got into. I find them so easy to color with. So I'm not coloring everything. And I'm going to pick and choose a little bit where I color, because I am going to cover over part of this. There's no point in spending time coloring when you're going to color over or cover over with some cardstock. Isn't that pretty? It's just so bright. So this card, or versions of this card, will be my thank you card to my customers for May. So I thought I'd get started on these, making these in advance and early, so I've got them ready to go. I'd like to share the new in colors, some of the new products. So the catalog launches on Tuesday, May 3rd, or if you're in the South Pacific, it launches, I guess it's Monday, May 3rd, but it's May 3rd, wherever you are, whatever day that is in your market. All right, we're just going to color a little bit more. You can hear a tinkle, tinkle, tinkle. I don't know how loud that is. My dog is up here with me today. She's been not well, so she's when Penny's not feeling good, she comes to find me. They are magnolias, and Nancy, you're right. And I have a magnolia in my front yard that is just about to burst, but it's pink. So magnolias really aren't sweet sorbet, but anyway, I'm making them sweet sorbet. Okay, I'm just coloring just some of them. So let's take and adhere this. Either side of this paper is amazing, but if you like to color, then you're going to love the line drawing so that you can color. Okay, so there we go. Put that on there. I always call them tulip trees. I don't know if they look like tulips to me. When I lived in New Westminster, we had one in our front yard that it was very old. And every spring it just had amazing, just full of blooms. My little tree is only about 4 feet tall, if that, out there in the front yard. So it's going to take a while to get to that. Yeah, me too, Nancy. I hope Penny gets better too, but I think she's off to the vet tomorrow. All right, I have cut a piece of sweet sorbet. This is cut 1.5 by 3, no, 1.5 by 4. And the reason I cut this is I have gone ahead and stamped out the sentiment. I've stamped it using sweet sorbet, and I stamped it on basic white cardstock. And I just fussy cut around that. And I thought that rather than you watching me fussy cut around this, I would just get it done ahead of time. If you are using the dies, then there's no stamping involved. You could just cut this sending out of sweet sorbet or basic white, whatever color you wanted it. And then you can pop it up on that background piece that you cut using the other die. I had gone ahead and stamped a whole bunch of these thinking I was going to use them on a different card and didn't. So I saved them because I don't ever get rid of these things where I think I'm going to do something and then do it differently. So I saved these. And so I just went ahead and fussy cut that, and I'm going to put it on this layer like that. And then what I'm going to do is I've gone ahead and cut out one of these little dies, and I am going to use the sentiment that says a note of thanks. Sending a note of thanks is what my card will say, which seems perfect for my customer thank you cards. All right, so I'm stamping this in Sweet Sorbet. You can see a theme here. Because this is a photopolymer stamp, one, I'm stamping on a pad of grid paper. So you want to make sure, because it's photopolymer, to have something underneath you. But I can also see, so that's why I went ahead and cut out my sentiment piece in advance. If you're using a rubber stamp, you want to probably stamp it first and then cut it out, because it makes it harder to see where your piece needs to go. All right, so we're just going to take, and I'm going to put this on flat. Like this. This is why I was trying to be a little strategic about where I colored. I didn't want to cover up. I didn't want to color and then cover them up, which I'm managing to do, but that's okay. I've got some that are colored, and I can go back and color some more. Get that straight. All right, and then I want some, I think I still have a few mini, actually I just have some edges here on my mini dimensionals. So that's good. It will fit. And let's see, I just want a little piece for the middle. Gotta try and get a new package of mini dimensionals out. Okay. I'm gonna move my filming station. I usually have it where I stand, and it's funny how you get used to standing when you stamp. And so I'm seeing, because I had it set up for the stamp yesterday, so I have to move things back at some point. Right. So then I'm just going to take and pop this, a note of thanks, up underneath that. There we go. Okay. Now I grabbed these. These are they are called the In Color Matte Decorative Dots, and they come in the In Colors. You get, how many do you get? You get 150 of them in each of the In Colors, and they're an ombre. So they kind of light to the dark. So we're just going to use some of these, kind of a mixture of the light and the dark. Let's put that one down there. And another one of the big ones we will put up here. Oops. So you can imagine this card will look very pretty in any of the In Colors, or any of our colors for that matter. Oh, and I forgot to cut a piece of basic white. I have one already. So we've got a piece of basic white for the inside of the card. And I will have to do something with that, but let me put that inside, and I will stamp something on this after. Kind of continuing my theme of at least finishing the inside of my cards, so I don't have to stop and do that later. So at least it's got the basic white on the inside, so somebody can, or I can write a note on it when I send it out. There we go. There we go. All right, isn't that pretty? I really love that color combination. This Sweet Sorbet you are absolutely gonna love. I don't know, my camera is definitely having some issues today, so I'm gonna have to think about this again. All right, everybody, let's switch back. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on. My camera seems to be having some slowdown issues and stopping. I don't know if you're seeing that. Oh, hi, Darlene. Yeah, you can watch it on the replay. It'll be posting shortly. So thanks for joining me today. I hope you have a great day. If you haven't received your annual catalog and you've ordered from me in the last year or so, let me know, because I did send them out. But if you haven't ordered from me and you would like a catalog in Canada, just let me know and I'm happy to send you one. It goes live on Tuesday morning. or Tuesday, probably shortly after midnight. So you'll be able to start ordering from it. Our virtual launch is scheduled for May 28th. So if you're not part of my virtual launch group, you'll find that information in my on my Facebook page or my Facebook group. It is May 28th. And we will be live from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific with all sorts of demonstrations, prizes, games, all sorts of things. We're actually even doing some stamping together, which we love to do. So I do my virtual launch with Diane Evans, and we always have such a fun time. So hopefully you'll have that in your calendar and will join us that day. And if you are going to join us and you live in Canada, where we can send you a make and take kit, make sure you respond going to the make and take event that is in that group, so we know to send you a make and take kit. All right, everybody. Hope you have a great day. Happy stamping.